the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
They run for the first time here with Rashad White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, they get to the football. It's blocked. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love, they go play action now.
Thrown left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Fighting through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's brought down at the 34. Calling a gain of 4.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. This is White on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
First down.
Now Mayfield.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards to pick up. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irvin.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and 6.
Mayfield down.
He'll try and do this himself.
Pass to the sideline and pull him in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Buccaneers first down. A gain of 11 on the play. 180. Buccaneer first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. play action. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, nice move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Love.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
They go with White on the counter. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official for call.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Had the pass there, 3rd and long on your own one side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 54 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track sneakers? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield.
Looking middle, and he's got a Bucca.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
Okay, ready?
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 45.
Love from the gun. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw now, here's Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend.
2nd and 7.
Mayfield.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
That is caught. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
He'll try and do this himself. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here we go. Ready?
Following the interception, Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in by Golden. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete. And here's Daniel wheeling on now to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. One half of football to be played here in the divisional round. In 2 more quarters, we'll know the championship game matchups. Let's take a look at what's happened so far. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's Marvin Mims Jr. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Broncos are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And this is Amon-Ra St. Brown. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Lions pull off yet another upset. They are now just 1 win away from the Super Bowl. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots hosting the LA Chargers. And this is Najee Harris. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these 2 teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively and make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Set, ready, cut, go. 50, green. Ready.
Here's Love. Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it.
Buccaneers offense, they get their first reps of the 2nd half.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Mayfield now. He completes it right side away. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield looks to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 3-yard line.
Point it right. Watch out.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
180.
Here's Mayfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Baker Mayfield, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
With a dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Set, hut. Blue, third.
Love now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
180.
Throwing, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
The return is Reed.
51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
40-yard line.
ready.
On play action. Love to throw. That's complete. It's Josh Riley. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
43 rail.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden with his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have taken the lead here this third quarter. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score. Packers
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield to throw it.
There's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple.
2nd and 2.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Mayfield. And to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tried to burrow in behind his offensive line and sneak it in, but the surge up front, it came from the defensive side of the line of scrimmage, and he was unable to get in.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across. Claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Set, ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
White.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up 4th down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
The 47-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Made back at the 44-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it right there and get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
2nd and 6 coming up.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10.
Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's 2nd down. Now Love.
And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Tucker Kraft.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Oh, look at the juke.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So Mayfield and the Bucs down 24-21. Just over a minute 40 to play. A field goal could get this playoff game to overtime, but this crowd, they are going to make it tough as they line up 1st and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. To Evans on the slant.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So they've converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. Let's start in SoFi Stadium. The Chargers at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton.